I'm Dave. I'm a certified Cicerone and home brewer, and today I'm with my friend Ian. Thank you for being here.
Good evening, Dave. Yes.
This is Beer Room 101, where we discuss the pleasure of beer and the worst things in the world. Today we're going to be talking about Czech Premium Pale Lager, and this example comes to us from Electric Brewing Company in Murrieta, California. It's called Pizza Place Pils 2. And if you're looking forward to the finale, you're going to have to wait till the end. Pilsner Urquell is probably the most common commercial example of this beer style, and it was first brewed in Pilsen in the Czech Republic in 1842. And the name and the word Urquell just simply translates to original. And then as far as its flavor profile, it is both malty and hoppy, and can be balanced in the case of Pilsner Urquell more toward hoppiness. A complex flavor profile. If I'm being honest, have found this beer style to be kind of challenging, but here we are, and go ahead and have a try.
Meet the challenge.
Yes.
It's good. It's kind of a middle of the road flavor. It's. I think it tries to straddle the line. Doesn't lean in any particular direction.
I thought it would be appropriate to wear my Hawaiian Pizza watch, which is from
Absolutely.
Studio Underdog, and I got it a few months back in San Francisco. I flew up there for a lovely day at the Wind-Up Watch Fair at Fort Mason, and
that sounds like a good time.
yeah. So
nice place to have it.
Oh yeah. It was just a beautiful day in the high 50s, low 60s, and
Perfect bay day.
yeah,
Yes.
just couldn't. It's really hard to beat, and another reason why I enjoy living in California as much as I do. But a little bit about Hawaiian pizza. So this was the creation of a Greek-born Canadian in Chatham, Kent, Ontario, which is very close to Windsor, Ontario, which is across the Detroit River, of course, from Detroit. Now, the story goes that at the satellite restaurant, Sam Panopoulos had created the Hawaiian pizza by, of course, adding canned pineapple to bacon, ham, and of course, tomato sauce and cheese. Now, Hawaiian pizza gets its name from the name brand of the canned pineapple that he used. And he also was somewhat familiar with Chinese practices of cooking that use both sweet and savory ingredients. And for me, Hawaiian pizza is one of my favorite things. And any chance I have to eat it, I will. And
I think that would surprise people about the Hawaiian terminology. It's not just from the islands and the fact that it's a pineapple. But there was a brand called the Hawaiian pineapple.
Yes, canned pineapple.
So, right.
Yep. Yep.
Because the Hawaiian seems thrown in, it's just kind of a generic term. It's pineapple, so let's throw a little happy twist and call it Hawaiian pizza. But,
Right.
Okay.
Right. Well, I think
I'm glad Dole didn't get
glad it's not
their
called
horns into that.
It's not called Dole
right.
pizza. It just doesn't have the same ring to it. Dole pizza versus Hawaiian pizza, I don't think. But this kind of brings me to our Pizza Room 101 question, which is, what do you think of people who consider things, especially with pizza, in terms of absolutes, and would say something like, well, pineapple just doesn't belong on pizza, that kind of thing?
I think pizza is a no-rules food, and thinking about fruit as as one of the toppings you could add, I thought, well, you could do that with, like, if you wanted a tartness, you could have green apples on a pizza. The citrus fruits don't really lend themselves, I don't think, too much to a pizza topping, but the pineapple, I think it combines with the ham very well.
Yeah.
And you can have a salty, a ham, and tomato side as you'd like, and then the pizza the pineapple cuts it very nicely. It's it's that perfect mix. You've got the sweet and savory together.
I just love it. There's just that acidity and sweetness from that pineapple that can kind of cut through the Canadian bacon, ham, or bacon.
Mr. Panopoulos, he was using canned pineapple.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm sure people have tried out, fresh pineapple. Which that would taste excellent too.
It would.
That could taste even better, where you don't have the chunks of pineapple that were sitting in the syrup.
Right.
You've got the fruit cut up, and it goes right on, and right out of the oven. Put the chunks on.
Well, I think that
I'm all for it.
Oh yeah.
Nuts to the people that say it doesn't belong.
Right. And I think pretty much anywhere you go, really, in the world, it's not too hard to find a Hawaiian pizza.
It's available universally, I think. Yes. It's always one of the options.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it is.
Me too. It is a pleasure in life. It just, again, one of my favorite things. And, well, I think that well, anytime someone says something, I think, especially about something culinary, where this or that absolutely is wrong or shouldn't exist, or something, or the pairing that you like or enjoy having is in some way invalid, I think is
personal preference.
Yeah. It is
to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other choices on the menu. Find something you like.
Exactly.
Okay. You're not fond of pineapple.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, I think something too about pizza is that it's a social food, and I think it goes well with beer because beer is a social drink. And although I like...
It's a natural pairing. It's easy. It's too easy.
Yep. And speaking of too
in a big
easy...
social, happy setting mixed where, and it's easy to keep the order straight. It doesn't get too complicated. It's...
Yeah. Well, speaking
easy for the customers, easy for the waiters and waitresses.
Yep. And I think it's
everyone's happy.
An easy thing to understand too. And speaking of easy, normally when I get Hawaiian pizza, I eat the whole thing. But pizza is a food that is...
That's why the personal pan size can be great. You don't have to share it with anyone. You know you're going to get every bite.
Right.
But you're not going to overdo it because it's, it's a 10-inch pizza.
Right.
It's all yours.
But under normal, say a larger size, it comes cut, and people can reach in there and pick however much they want, and so that that's what makes it such a nice thing to share with people, I think, and I think,
and it goes fast. There's not a lot of stray pieces lying around that weren't claimed.
Yes.
Before the cheese gets cold, jump on it.
Well, I think the kind of person who would say something like pineapple just doesn't belong on pizza is the kind of person who would go to a Mexican restaurant and order off the children's menu chicken fingers with plain rice as their meal. That's the
opposite of adventurous eating. It's like it's so basic and generic. It's boring and sad.
Right.
But they're happy that they didn't take the chance. They didn't lean and try something new. And maybe the acidity of a pineapple is just it's
too
not
much
for them.
Yeah.
But I love the spike and the bite.
Oh yeah.
That's why the fresh pineapple idea, I think.
Oh yeah.
I love it in all its forms, but
now
there's some who might actually bake the pizza with the pineapple chunks on it rather than adding them after it's out of the oven. I guess there's probably no rules to that either.
Well,
it wouldn't hurt the pineapple, but
no, that would be kind of. I think something.
The flavor might be slightly altered.
Sure, but maybe
not in a bad way.
Right, maybe like just a little bit of caramelization.
Yeah.
On those pineapple pieces. I just don't see how you could go wrong.
Might modulate with the cheese really well.
Ooh.
If it's also part of the baking process.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
I'm getting hungry already.
Me too. Do you think this would pair well with Hawaiian pizza?
Sure.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Pizza Place 2.
Pizza Place. What happened to Pizza Place 1?
Right. I guess
it's new and improved.
Came too late for the first one, but Pizza Place Pills 2. I think with this, because it is both malty and a little hoppy, is and something I'm really kind of fascinated with is that hoppiness you get from this can kind of serve as a little cutting through the fat of the cheese on the pizza, and in that sense could be a little bit of kind of a palate recalibrator or a little bit of a refresher there. And then you have the bready maltiness of this that would complement the crust.
I knew that was coming. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and
works hand in hand with the dough of choice.
Yeah, but
thick, thin, whatever. But yes,
and then
a complementary factor there. A pizza beer.
Yeah,
a pizza accompanying beer. I think it would be fine with many different things.
Oh, sure. I'm trying to think of one. I kind of.
But if they thought if we include pizza in the name, and people really don't know which beer they should pair with the pizza, well then,
it's an easy
that
choice.
quandary has been eliminated, and people can go, yeah, okay, there it is. They gave it to us.
do you think
that's the one?
do you think this would go well with chicken fingers and plain rice?
Yes. Yeah, our poor sucker who didn't want the Hawaiian pizza, and he's off at the Mexican restaurant suffering with his kids' meal. He'd be much happier if he had the beer with the kids' meal. Yes.
Well, I
Chicken fingers and rice. It's going to be okay.
I did actually hear that as a story from someone, a friend of mine, who knew somebody who, when they went to restaurants, would order chicken fingers off the children's menu, just because.
Just to be contrary.
Well,
just to say, you go ahead. I'm not doing that. So there.
Well, okay. Well,
you elitist.
Yeah, you elitist,
food snob,
gourmand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep the effing pineapple to yourselves. I'm not going there.
Well, on that note, I think this will be the conclusion and the end of another Beer Room 101. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being here.
A pleasure. Thanks, Dave.